Yeah, speaking about being successful and finding those tools that help, we have to talk about your guys's boss agent CRM tools and everything that you guys offer. I was mentioning earlier that some of the most questions that we're starting to see, we always see trends of different types of questions that we get asked. And recently, there's been an uptick in people asking about CRMs and for agents and tools that are available that have AI built into them. So I would love it if you could take a couple of minutes to share with us exactly what Boss is, what you guys have created there, and what the capabilities are.
Yeah, no, well, I might need more than a couple of minutes. This is about 3 years in the making now, and there's been a different evolution. Seems like every 6 months, but you're right. I mean, the agents are looking for tools that they can use to help them be more effective and more efficient, and to do things, in a better way. And the CRM part of it, that's really where you've got that marketing aspect of it. So when you have agents that are looking to get access to something that's going to help them with retention, for example. So when I think of retention, I think of touching your clients, making sure you're top of mind, making sure they look at you as their partner, as the expert that they need to go to. So using a good CRM like our boss system will do this. You can schedule out all these different touch points that you don't have to do, right? AI is really great at doing things that maybe a human shouldn't be spending as much time doing, like just sending out emails over and over again, like birthday emails and holiday emails. And hey, it's almost AEP time. I'm going to check out all your plans for you. Don't take calls from all these people that are going to try and call you because I got your back. So all these touch points, you can just schedule out automations right through the system. So that's where the Boss CRM and other CRMs really give you that leg up in your business practices. It'll allow you to just set it, not that you forget it, but it's there. And if your email says, if you have any questions, here's a link to my calendar. Here's a link. Here's my phone number. You can call me if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll get in touch with you with any changes that you need to make. So the Boss CRM part of it, really, it's just to make people more effective, more efficient. There is AI built into it, which is pretty cool. It's not one of the LLMs that you would talk about. It's got its own model in there, if you would. But you could literally just tell the Boss CRM, hey, I want to send an email out to all of my individuals turning 65, letting them know that I can help them with their Medicare. So let's say you do a lot of ACA, you want to put that into place. You can do that. The system will actually build the email for you. You can tweak it afterwards. It's not difficult to do so, but it'll get you 80% there just with the AI. And then you can just tell the AI, set this to go out to everybody turning 65 the day before their birthday uh, for the next year, and you forget about it. So that's where the beauty of the system comes in, just making people more effective, making agents do what they're best at, really, which is they want to find new business, they want to close sales, they want to make sure that their persistency is up. And the carriers this year, I mean, they're all about persistency. If you haven't heard it right now, they'll tell you it's not even about as writing as much business as you possibly can. It's about writing good business, and that's where this retention comes into play.
One of the things that we hear a lot from agents, especially when we talk about AI and AI tools and capabilities, is people feel like they're far behind. They're like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't understand it. There's so much to learn, and I feel like I'm not sure where to get started." So, and you guys work with so many agents. What advice do you give, or what advice do you give for their approach if they're just getting started in AI to where they don't feel overwhelmed, but they feel like it is a useful tool?
Yeah, no, it's a great question for sure, because you're right. It's been so much in the forefront that I think agents do feel like maybe they're behind the eight ball, but it's far from the truth. Listen, a year from now, it'll be normalized. AI is part of your business. So they're not far behind. What we suggest is we find that one thing that they're doing manually, a real business activity. And today we're going to use AI to make it better. And that's what we'll do. Whether it's you want to build out an email and send to your clients, you want to start doing a newsletter to your clients, Maybe it's, you want to do a social media ad, a paid ad, and you're not sure where to start. That's where we do it. Let's find that one task that you're doing manually right now and see how we can use AI to save time. Listen, don't copy and paste. I don't,
Thank
I,
you for saying that. We say that all the
don't,
time.
don't
Put that on a
copy and
t-shirt.
paste. I mean, we all, and listen, I guess something's better than nothing. I'm not saying, don't try and do something, but there's an expertise, there's a knowledge that you bring to the table that the AI is just not going to give. So if you're just pasting stuff with a bunch of, emojis and a bunch of those big, long dashes, everybody knows you just copied and pasted it from AI. That's not what you want to do. If you're doing that, you're losing, because everybody that's doing that the content's the same, right? There's no individualization that goes into play. So you want to bring your own voice, your own expertise, your own experience into play. Use it to draft the article for you. It's a great first draft to start with, right? Because if I'm doing something on Medicare Advantage and I'm bringing my expertise and you're just copy and pasting, I will win. Google will let me win that battle because I'm bringing, I don't want to throw too many acronyms out there, but EAT is an interesting acronym, right? Joe, we know what EAT is, right?
Yes, we do know what EAT is. Yes.
So when it comes to your effectiveness and your authority and your trustworthiness, all these things that EAT stands for, that's what the search is looking for. And that if you're bringing that to the table, you will do better.
And not
So
just
you
to
can,
mention
yeah,
trust with Google, but also think about the trust with your audience and how when they see that you copy and paste something, they know it's not you. Like it's obvious. And think about, that trust factor of, losing that trust factor with the audience that's been following you for how many years?
yeah, without a doubt.
Talking about agents who might feel like they're behind if they haven't started using AI yet, we conducted a study, or excuse me, a survey earlier this year. And of those surveyed, 61% of agents that we spoke with haven't started using AI for marketing. So that means that there is a massive opportunity if you get started today to continue to be ahead of the curve. You're not late to the ball game yet. You're right on time, but you have to start now. And then those use cases start to build on top of each other. As both of you guys were mentioning, there's so many use cases to keep you efficient, to keep you organized, and to give you more time with clients. Bob, for you personally, what has been the biggest advantage of utilizing AI for you in your day to day?
Yeah, it's really about the amount of work we get done. It's really made us be able to produce so much more with not, we don't add extra people to do so. I've got a great team that's design and marketing, and they're really good. But the amount of content we're able to produce by utilizing AI is greater than ever before. And it also doesn't lack in the quality of the work because we're utilizing it to start the project, to help us with our project. End of the day, we're making decisions about the project. We're refining the content. We're still taking it to the next level before it's put out there in the world. But the amount of stuff that we're able to get done in a short period of time it's just tremendous. Anybody out there, I know there's a lot of different people and a lot of different industries, not only in AmeriLife, but in the products they sell and agents. But it really doesn't matter what industry you're in. If you're part of AmeriLife and you're a recruiter, I mean, your point there about agents not using AI, what an opportunity for you to be able to call people and tell them how you can help them with that, right? We always say when we talk about our business is everybody sort of has the same companies, right? What's your value prop? And your value prop for us in our industry is helping agents, just like the agent's value prop is helping their consumers who are their clients. So if we're using it to help more people, to educate more people, to produce more good content than we ever have before. And that's the biggest advantage we've seen.
Looking ahead, we know Pinnacle's always at the forefront of what's next, what's coming down the pipeline. What do you guys have your eye on? So, Bob, you and your team, like knowing AI is not going to slow down, knowing, who knows what the future holds. Where do you guys see this going? And is there any skills that you and your team are trying to make sure that you're staying on top of, knowing, where we're at in the market right now and where we're headed?
Yeah, it's an interesting question because technology is moving so fast, Joe. I mean, you go month to month, and there's just so many new things out there, so many more shiny objects to get distracted by. Obviously everybody's like, "Oh, Claude killed ChatGPT," and then next month, I'm sure it'll be somebody else will kill Claude. You know, you, we have to make sure we're not chasing every shiny object. We have to make sure we are staying consistent in what we're doing and understand that we need to continue to do those things that help our clients. And for us at Pinnacle, that's insurance agents. They still need those support mechanisms that's coming from these type of services. The technology platform, you mentioned the BOSS system, the technology platforms are huge. Anybody ever tried to deal with data from the carriers, for example, it's a cluster. I'll use the PG version. It's a cluster. Trying to transform that into a way that people can understand and manage their business. And if you're an agency, God bless you to figure out, how much business is being written and which marketing strategies are working the best. All these types of things are those holes that we can fill. These are the type of things that agents want from us. They're great. They'll go out and sell and they'll help. They know the products and they'll help their consumers. But we need to help them manage their business, to grow their business, to help them with the retention mechanisms. And we're going to keep doing that, along the way. And whether it's continuing to use Copilot or Chat, I mean, we can all use those synonymously to a certain extent. Find the one you like. Again, Copilot just knows me best at this point. So, I'm sticking there until otherwise, but there's a lot of good ones out there. Find that good CRM. You want to probably use one that can manage all of your business, right? You don't have to kind of piecemeal things together from 6 different platforms and try and figure that out. You want to make everybody's life easier. So that's what we're going to continue to do. We're going to just continue to do those things that help our agents manage their business and grow.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned the making life easier, because I think that overwhelming feeling that so many people feel when you talk about AI or even marketing, if you're sales based, it can feel overwhelming, and it really is just, trying to make yourself more efficient.